2,000 subs. Actually, what the heck? I did not expect to be making this video in August of all months. I really thought this video was gonna be at the end of this year and barely hit 2K subs. But the amount of support you guys have shown me is absolutely insane. Words honestly cannot describe how thankful I am. This channel grew about 26.81% in July alone, which we started this month at 1,600 subs. So I want to do something special for a 2K sub, a Q&A. So I made a post about a Q&A and I asked my Discord, which if you want to join that Discord, link down below. And I got a few questions that people wanted answered. So the first question we got from Designated Healer was your ideal game to play and chill, which is a great question, by the way. I used to be a very big gamer. Like, I used to play pretty much everything under the sun. But as I gotten older, I'm not really playing games as much unless it's with friends or working for a video. But there is still one game that I do still play casually. Yu-Gi-Oh! Mostly online Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels. Yes, I'm a very huge Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan. And I've been since I was a kid. I love the show, I love the merch, I love everything of it. I've definitely racked up way too many hours in that game. Some of my favorite decks include Tyranids, Sprites, Gladiator Beast, Centurion, Blue Eyes, and Sorcerer, just to name a few. I have too many decks as well. And also since it's on mobile, I can just play on the go, which is a huge bonus. And sometimes I do still dabble in games once in a while, like Baldur's Gate 3. That was a great playthrough. Expedition 33 is a game I do want to play as well. But mostly it's just Yu-Gi-Oh! These days. And yes, I do play the physical card games. It's just been a while. Next question we got is Judas Bob 270. Do you play RPGs? And have you heard of the Divinity series? Great question. Now, growing up, I really love RPG games. Some of my favorites are the Final Fantasy series, Knights of the Old Republic, Baldur's Gate 3, which I guess is a more newer game, Dragon Age, Fable, and Tales of Berseria, just to name a few. But what really draws me into RPG games is the story, the way you build the characters, coming up with cool builds and seeing how they work. I love just thinking of ideas. I'm a very idea person. And yes, I've also not just heard, but I've also played the Divinity series. Now, I've only played 2 of their games. The Divinity Original Sin 2, I played that for maybe an hour or 2. But the one I really did play though was Divinity 2 Dragon Knight Saga on the Xbox 360. I 100% this game multiple times. This game was absolutely one of my favorites growing up. Every time I played through the game, it was different. But my favorite part of the game, and why I love this so much, is you gotta turn into a dragon. Do I need to say any more? One day I would love to make a video on one of these games. Next question, Milk Tea Lover. What or who inspired you to do YouTube? That is a great question. There's multiple people when it comes to this question. So what kind of got me into YouTube first was my friend Robert, and seeing him work on his personal channel and a group channel kind of inspired me to finally start making content of my own. I've also have done YouTube like 8 years ago, made random videos here and there and stuff, but never something super serious. Eventually I realized making these just general gaming videos, I wasn't really having a lot of fun. But I've always enjoyed watching challenge videos, and I love the backlogs. I love Giant Grant Games. I love Mitten Squad. May he rest in peace, and I hope he's in a better place. Love that guy. Thank you, Mitten Squad. But anyways, I really love their content though, and we binged their videos for hours. I especially love his Pokemon Emerald one. What was it? I don't remember. It was no damage or something. It just has the Poochie and the thumbnail. I love that video. But one day I saw Max1's 13 Halo Wars Challenge video. He beat the game without losing a single unit, which was very cool to watch. So I did some research to see if there was more challenge videos. He only had one on his channel. So I'm like, maybe someone else has done a whole bunch of Halo Wars Challenge videos. In my research, all I found was PvP matches, guides, tier lists, lasso runs, maxing out the automatic difficulty and stuff, which, don't get me wrong, really cool content, and it was cool to see there was an awesome community behind all that. But I noticed there was a gap. There is no Halo Wars Challenge runs. And so I thought to myself, why don't I fill that gap myself? I want to know these answers. Maybe someone out there has already done these ideas. Maybe. No idea. I don't know. So I'm gonna make a video and tell a story of how you do this, why you do this, or I guess not the why, but you know, how and like my experience. And so with that, I'm now at 8 Halo War challenge videos under my belt, which is really cool to think about. And then I also start seeing other people make Halo War challenge videos, which is awesome. I love seeing that. Even if they're like very similar ideas to mine, or they do an idea that I was thinking as well, and then they make their video and they're like, well, I was working on that, I guess I'll still make it. Because it's about the journey, you know, like the experience, like what personal challenges I had to overcome, you know. That's what makes the video. And so even if there's like very similar topics, I love seeing other people's experiences, because we're all different skill levels, we all have different knowledge, and we're all just different people and characters. So you may like one person but not like the other, and that's totally okay. So yeah, that's kind of what inspired me to do YouTube. And honestly, I can see myself for years making challenge videos. I think deep down inside, that's like content I really love making, because I get to tell a story of how I overcame this challenge. And even if someone else did it, they didn't do it my way, the MagicalGarrn way. So next question from JPup, aka Swamp Puppy. How big is it? I'm assuming you're talking about my pop figure collection, which honestly is actually pretty big. So a lot of them are just in the freaking this is one of my newer ones, Black Rose Dragon. Yes, I do have the real life card in paper. I love this. But yeah, no, I'm a huge pop figure fan. But you know, I just love my collection and stuff. So yeah, I guess it gives me an excuse to show it off. The final question from Bobby: how much for the socks? I'm guessing like you want to get the same pair of socks I have, which I got you. So I actually have the Actin Poot. Oh my gosh, I can't say that word. Copper compression socks, men and women, circulation, 4 pairs, best support for nurses, running, and cycling. The reason why I wear these, aka compression socks, is my inflammation, known as plantar fasciitis. I think that's how you say it. I'm not the expert on pronouncing words here. But pretty much this is just a common condition in the heel and arch that causes pain due to inflammation. So yeah, it hurts when you walk. So these compression socks reduce the pain that you feel when you walk, which they do mostly a good job. I also do take pain meds as well, so like that negates most of the pain. It depends on the day. I also walk like 6,000 steps a day, which is not crazy or anything, but I do walk a bit because of my job. But yeah, no, these socks though are $2.50 a pair, but you buy them in a bundle, so it's $10. So yeah, that's how much the socks are. $2.50. So I guess if you're talking about one sock, it's $1.25. But no, thank you guys for all the questions. It was really fun to do this Q&A. Maybe we'll do more at 10,000 subs. Who knows? But I do appreciate every question. So now we hit 2K subs. Where do we go now? Well, we're going to shoot for the stars and moons. I don't know when we're going to hit 10K subs, but the thing is, we are going to hit it one day. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. Now, no matter how long it takes or short this journey from 2K to 10K subs, I'm grateful for every step of the journey. I'm grateful for the guys who watch, people who come back. I noticed you guys coming back, and I love seeing that. And it's crazy to think 2,000 of you guys sub to my channel and over 500,000 views, which is what? Yeah, it's crazy. So I'm very happy to like make good videos for you guys to watch, because deep down inside, all I really want to do is just make cool videos for you guys to watch, cool stories. Yeah, that's literally what I want to do in life. But no, so the plan moving forward as well is to keep making challenge videos, and I think that's going to be the big niche of my channel, because I really enjoy making those videos. Now, there's like a whole bunch of other ideas that are stuck up here, and I just struggle to turn them into actually ideas. Slowly but surely, we'll get through 1,000+ ideas. That'll be a day. But anyways, though, kind of games I do want to start branching out to is RPGs and RTS, and like strategy games as well. I do still have some more Halo War Challenge videos 1 and 2 in the works. No idea when they're going to come out. I do plan to eventually make more Lasso videos. I actually have one finished recording. I just need to turn into a video. Yeah, no, there's a list of games like I do want to expand into. I'm not going to say anything about the games yet, but I bought the games though. And very excited to go into those games and not even just make one videos about those games, but make multiple, make catalogs. That's also kind of like the big goal, is to make catalogs. I want to make playlists of like 5-10 videos of each game that I do a challenge run for. That way you guys can just binge watch them. So yeah, and one final thing, I've also finished recording Halo 3 ODST with Samurai. I think after that's gonna be Halo 4 and then Halo Infinite, and I think that's it of the Halo series, and probably the spin-off games as well. So yeah, I plan to have that video out end of the year. There's also like some recordings I've done with like friends. It's been like a year or two since I've done those recordings. I'm probably going to turn them into videos as well, just so I can remember the moment. Thank you again for the 2,000 subs. You guys are awesome. Again, words can't express how grateful for all this and stuff. But yeah, here's to the road to 10,000 subs.